What's up, YouTube family? What's going on? Lou here with another Godlike Collectibles video. It's been a while since I made a video. It's been about maybe 3 weeks or so. Maybe about 3 weeks, closer to a month. But there's a reason why I've kind of been absent. For the last 2 weeks, I had my granddaughter here. She'll be heading back home tomorrow, so she's been staying with us for these past 2 weeks. So I've been having some time with her and hanging out with her and stuff like that. It's been fun. But also it's been bittersweet because right before the month started, I had a friend of mine, co-worker, who ended up dying. Unfortunately, he took his life, and it was a sad situation. Young guy, but it was tough. Then on the 11th, one of my aunts passed away, and then 4 days later, my other aunt passed away in Puerto Rico. So that was some shocking news as well. And they were older, so they lived a full life. So I'm not sad in that sense, but it's, death still, hurts and it sucks, But, they lived a long, good life. And, for the last 4 years, my aunt, the first one that passed away, she was going to the church I attend, and she's, I got to see her for the last 4 years every week. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, it's been a bummer, but thank God everything else is good. You know what I mean? I feel okay. I feel good. Family's good. Everything is good. So then we got the unfortunate news about Hulk Hogan passing away. For those that know me or seen my channel in the past, have known that I have like a Hulk Hogan collection, that he was my guy growing up, and it sucks because it kind of gives you like a reality check, like you're getting older. You know what I mean? You're seeing all the childhood people passing away. So it was horrible news to hear about the Hulk Hogan's death, his passing. But got a couple of cards here just to show Hogan some love. You know what I mean? Here's a 87 Topps, Hogan. Here's a 1990. I remember I used to buy a lot of these when I was a kid. I remember going to junior high school. On the way to school, there used to be like a grocery store, a bodega, that used to sell the packs. And me and my friends used to go get packs, trade, and, collect them. So this is a nice Hogan. Really like that one. And then here's a 91 Hogan, 91 Classic. And, it was a sad moment, you know what I mean? Because, like I said, you look at these guys like as your heroes when you're a kid. I remember Hogan when my first WrestleMania that I saw while it was happening live was WrestleMania 2. So it goes to show you how old I am. Because they're like up to 41 now, or 42. So I never forget, a buddy of mine that lived in my building, his father was going to have the WrestleMania on his TV. So they invited me to come upstairs to watch it. So I went up there and I was able to watch Hulk Hogan against King Kong Bundy, which was the main event in WrestleMania 2. And I thought that was so cool. And then, WrestleMania 3, when he fought against Andre the Giant. And I remember leading up to that match, I remember as a kid on Saturday mornings watching WWF Superstars, and I remember Piper's Pit when that whole incident happened. I remember watching it live when it happened, on Saturday. I think it was pre-taped, but when they aired it, I got to see it when it aired. And when Hogan and the Giant squared off, and the Giant kind of ripped his shirt off and broke his chain and scratched him and all that. So I started reminiscing about all that stuff when he passed away, man. And then I saw um the tribute that they did in SmackDown. And I ain't gonna lie, I got a little misty eyed, you know what I mean? Because like I said, it's part of your childhood, and it's so nostalgic. And I think that happens with a lot of us. Even like when we collect our baseball cards, or we collect action figures, or certain toys that we had when we were little, we want to collect them because it brings us back to that time, that moment. It gives us that memory. Um, and it's a happy time. You know what I mean? It was a happy place. As a kid, you really don't have worries. You know what I mean? As far as like worries of life, um, you know, our worries are so minor compared to what's to come as we become adults. And sometimes the escape of being able to go back to our childhood um, is such a blessing in disguise, kind of like, like it's so cool to be able to go back to those days and remember those memories. Like I said, thinking about Hogan, in WWF Superstars, and me asking my parents, can I stay up late on Saturday Night Main Event so I could record it? And I would record it and, pause it on the commercials, unpause it if I could keep recording. That way you could record the whole thing without no commercials. And then I never forget WrestleMania 6 when he fought Ultimate Warrior. I wasn't able to see it live when it happened. But my dad worked in this restaurant as a chef, and he was like a small, a short order cook in a restaurant. And I never forget, there was a customer that he was into wrestling, and he recorded the match, and he made a copy for my dad so he could bring it to me so I could watch it, because he knew that I was a wrestling fan. I guess my dad must have told him. And I never forget being able to watch WrestleMania 6 the next day after it happened. And I was like devastated when Hogan lost to Warrior. I was like, no, because I was such a Hulk Hogan fan, since I was younger. So, all those memories just came rushing back, But I was um, super, super happy to see that he had gotten baptized about 18 months ago. Like, for those that don't know, because I haven't really shared my faith here. I don't think anyway. I always say God bless and all that at the end. But, I'm a deacon at my church. Um, and, um, I served the Lord. I went to school, and graduated for, theology and stuff like that. I went to this Bible Institute out here in Jersey. And so my faith is strong in Jesus, and I believe that he died for my sins and all that. It's like, so when I saw, months back when he was talking about getting baptized, and then he talked about it, I think on an interview on a podcast, about Christ, and he was wearing the 316 shirt and all that. It made my heart happy to know that, despite all his issues and his problems that he went through, um, he was able to find a relationship with Christ. So for that, I'm happy. And I know there's a lot of people bad mouthing him and all that. And it's going to happen. It's just part of life, part of being a celebrity, I guess. People are going to hate you. People are going to love you. I happen to be one of those people that love him because of what he meant to me for my childhood. But You know, so that's that on Hogan. Um, Now, I also want to share a few things because it's been so long since I made a video. So hopefully it don't go too long. But I got a couple things. For Father's Day, a buddy of mine came over. I had a little barbecue at my house because my parents were here, and a buddy of mine came over and he gave me he bought me this Jackie Robinson book called The Jackie Robinson Story. From what I see, it's from like 1950 or something like that. But it's got a lot of cool photos here, and it's like I guess like a biography on Jackie. And I will be reading it because it doesn't seem like it's a long read. But the pages are short. But he ended up thinking about me, and I thought that was super cool. And it ended up coming with this. And it was funny because he bought it. He don't know nothing about cards. And he goes, yeah, man, I thought it might have been worth some money, so I figured I'll bring it to you to see what's up with it. But regardless, monetary value or not, I thought it was pretty cool. You know what I mean? So now I keep it displayed up here with the book. And it was such a cool gift from my buddy. You know, one of my best friends growing up. So he came and he gifted me that because he knows I collect baseball stuff and cards and all that. So I thought that was pretty cool. Then, about a week and a half ago, I went to this. I took my granddaughter to the park, and my wife and I, we were like, oh, you know what? There's this like some kind of thrift store or something, antique store or something. Let's go check it out. So we went in there. I had never gone in there before. I'd never seen it before, actually. And I found a Mark McGuire, McFarlane's figure. It was in the package, but it was like the packaging was all busted up. But that's right up my alley because I like to open them anyway. And I got it for $5. So what I've been doing is I've been having this displayed up here with this Mark McGuire card. So I've been displaying this next to it. You know what I mean? So I thought this was really, really cool. The details, you know, on McFarlane stuff is unbelievable. So now I got this up here with the Mark McGuire card. So it looks kind of cool up there, you know? And then I also picked up, they had this, the posters of, I think this is 64. I don't remember the year. I know I looked it up, but I forgot. I can't think of it offhand. But they had this alkaline. It's got a little bit of a staining issue here, but for $5, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. It looks nice. Picture's clear. So I thought that was pretty cool. So I got that K-line. Then I had a couple of the Topps Giants, and I was able to put them in these frames. You know what I mean? I got my Orlando Cepeda. I already had these, but I didn't have them in frames. So now I got them in frames. I'm probably gonna display them alongside the edge of my little thing here. But I got the Louis Aparicio in here. They just look perfect. I found these. It's funny. I found these in my basement, in the laundry room. I found these frames in a box, and I said, "When the heck did we get these frames?" So I took them. They might be my wife's. I don't know. And I got Tony Oliva. So this is a nice one too. So I figured I'll put them in here. You know what I mean? That way I could display it. I thought they looked cool. Then I bought some cards throughout the last couple weeks. But it's, you know, nothing major, but some cool, nice looking cards. I picked up this this Alyssa Nakin. She's like the first coach. This is an autograph. I think this is Heritage or Archives or something like that. And, you know, it says here, Alyssa's a groundbreaking figure in baseball history. She is the first full-time female coach and the first to coach on the field during a Major League Baseball game. On July 20th, 2020, Alyssa was first base coach for the Giants. Her jersey was sent to the Hall of Fame. She was a standout first baseman in softball at Sacramento State. So I saw this on eBay, and I ended up picking it up. It's a nice card and part of history. Then I picked up this 1978 Jose Cruz. Really beautiful shape, near mint. As you can see, I've been buying a lot of cards raw and ungraded, and I'm actually enjoying it more doing it that way. I picked up a couple of Topps Tiffany cards. I picked up this 87 Topps Tiffany Dave Parker All-Star card. You can see the back here, so you can see I'm not lying. I'm just kidding, but it's a really nice card. I like it. I'm really digging that one. Then I picked up this 1985 Topps Tiffany Jose Cruz. I've been doing a little bit of a Jose Cruz run, picking up some of his cards. So, you know, I figure little by little, they're not expensive cards. They're really inexpensive. Here's an 86 Topps Tiffany Jose Cruz. So I just got to get the 84 now Jose Cruz of Topps Tiffany. Oh, then I picked up this Juan Gonzalez. Now, the reason I picked this one up, I am going to be doing that video. You know, with everything that's been going on, I kind of delayed, you know, if I can only have one video that I want to do. I already pulled out all my Juan Gonzalez cards. I got them on the table. But that's going to be a separate video. But, you know, with everything that's been happening the last couple of weeks, and then having my granddaughter here, so I wanted to, you know, and I had to go back to work last week, and I ended up working the whole week without a day off. So I finally got my weekend off coming up now. So I figured I'd take time to do a couple of videos. So I picked up this Juan Gonzalez because it was his last playing days card. And I got the gold version, numbered to 2005. I got this Juan Gonzalez, really sweet card. This is with him and the Royals, and you can see that it's numbered there. And the reason I love it is because it's got all his stats on the back. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of the last card, you know? So I figured I'd make it a little special and get the gold version. It was only a couple bucks, so it wasn't bad. Then I know I ended up buying another card that I didn't show yet. I guess I'll show it on my next video, because I don't want to waste time on this one. But I got this 1959 Elston Howard, really great shape, beautiful card. I also ended up buying a 58. That's the one, but it's in my box with my other Elston Howard stuff. But I hadn't put this in it yet because it just came like 2 days ago. But it's such a sweet looking card. I love it with the baby blue in the background. It's just a beautiful looking card. And then last but not least, I want to give a shout out to my man Warren D in the CLE. A while back, he told me that he was putting some cards together for me, and he knew I was, you know, I'm collecting some. I was collecting Robbie Alomar and all that, so I had a whole spreadsheet that I had put together. But it was a basically a checklist that I had gotten from PSA Registry, the set registry. So what I did was I copy and pasted it, put it on the spreadsheet. That way I can have it on my phone, and every time I get the card, I just like highlight it up that I have it. So he was like, well, send me your list, because I have a lot of Robbie Alomar cards. I might be able to help you out. And I said, oh, man. I was like, I appreciate that. So I sent him the list. So he started seeing what I didn't have highlighted, and he started sending me a bunch of cards. Now, I opened it last night, right? Because I got kind of impatient. So right before I went to work last night, because I was like, oh, I'll open it tomorrow. But I was kind of like, the box was there and it kept calling my name. So I said, you know, I'm going to open it now before I go to work. So I opened it up and went through it. And he sent me about, I don't know, almost 50 cards of Robbie Alomar. And so what I did was, as soon as I saw all these cards, right away I went on Amazon and I ordered my top loaders. I ordered, you know, some more sleeves and all this stuff. And how you call it? You know, he sent me a note telling me, you know, Lou, my apologies for the delay in getting these to you. I hope you enjoyed them. Your friend Warren D in CLE. No apologies needed, bro. You know, if anything, you know, I look at it as a blessing. You know what I mean? You're blessing me with cards. You know, so I don't expect you to rush to send me cards. You know what I mean? Like, it's coming out of your heart. The fact that you even thought about me means the world to me. That means more to me than anything. And I truly appreciate you, brother. But he sent me a bunch of cards. But earlier today, when I got home, I started going through the cards, sleeving them, putting them in top loaders, sleeving the top loaders, and I started filling up my book. And I already filled this binder up. This whole binder here is all Robbie Alomar. There's 112 cards in here. I have another stack of Robbie Alomar cards here that I can't fit in there yet. And the only one that he sent me that's still in this stack is this one here. I'll show this one off right now. He sent me this Topps Tribute of 2020, and it's numbered to 50. This is a beautiful card. Look at that. What a great card. See, on the bottom there is numbered at the bottom here. There you go. But sweet card, man. I love it. And then I filled in, you know, I had to kind of start from scratch. I started taking out all of my things, trying to put them in the order of the years, and it's so hard, bro. It's so hard. But look at this. So he sent me these two, the Bowmans, the Leaf, the Score, Donruss. Like, all of these I didn't have. I'm surprised because I have so many Robbie Alomars. I thought I had them. He sent me this Topps. Let's see what else he got over here. He sent me a couple of this one here. This, man, it sucks that I put them away. I should have never put them in the binder. That way I could be able to show them all. But I got too excited and I started filling up the binder, and I was hyped because I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna fill up this binder. I'm gonna have to get another one. But you know what I'll do? I'll take out a couple of the ones that I really like. Look at this one, the Topps Kids. What a great looking card that is. Just pops. Beautiful card. Let's see. What else we got here? This one is, I like this because it's with his dad. The Idols card. And he got his dad as his idol. I thought that was super cool. You know? I didn't have that card. What else he sent me? He sent me a bunch of cards. Holy smokes. Like I said, there was like 40 cards that 40-something cards, almost 50 cards that he sent me. And I was just like bugging out. They're mixed in here with the ones. Oh, this is a nice one too. I just love the way it looks because you can see his name on the back of the jersey. Look at that. That's fire. This is a Score 95 Summit Edition. Very cool card. He sent me such great cards. And I'm super grateful to my man, Warren. Here's another Topps. This is like an embossed. This one is nice too, man. he just sent me a beautiful package of just Robbie Alomars, man. And I am like super stoked to have them. I love this one too. Golly, I like a bunch of them. Look at this one. If you rub your finger across the card, this is like indented. The whole thing. It's super dope. I didn't realize how many number ones there are of Robbie Alomar. Like he starts off a set #1. This is another one too. The Rawhide 96 Fleer Ultra with the glove. And it's kind of dope because the way the card feels, like when you touch the card, it's kind of dope how it feels. Man, he sent me so many good cards. Oh, the Sports Illustrated Robbie Alomar. So there's so many cards that was so cool. So now I got this whole binder filled. So now I'm gonna have to get another one. I was gonna try to fill up and use my nine pocket binder, top loader binder, but I don't know, man. I like the four pocket, man. It's just a lot easier to like store it, a lot easier to like maneuver the cards around and look through them. So I thought this was awesome to be able to like just put them in this. So now I'm gonna order another one of these books so I can start filling up the rest of my Robbie Alomar cards that I got here. I got these here, and I got more in a box back here. Some of them are graded, so those obviously I can't put in here. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I've been enjoying my buying raw cards. Like, man, I don't know what it is. I just been enjoying buying my, like, looking at this binder with all these cards in here. Can you imagine if I try to buy all of these graded? I would freaking be broke. You know? I saw a post the other day. Oh man, the Phillies. I can't remember his channel, but it's like, it says like Phillies something and lore or whatever. I forgot. He's got great videos. Ah man, keep forgetting the name of his channel. I'm gonna try to see if I find that and put it in and plug it in. But he showed a post of an auction that sold of the 84 Donruss, all graded, every single card graded, sold for $42,000. 42 grand for the whole entire set graded in PSA. And then he showed the whole set factory sealed, I think for like $300. So you go from 42 grand to $300. Like, you know, I get it. The rarity of it being graded or whatever, if they're 10s and all this other craziness. But in all reality, as a collector, you know, like myself and a lot of people that watch my channel, you know, why spend 42 grand on a bunch of graded cards when you could get the whole set for like 99.5% less? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. For that, just buy the cards that you like to get. And I want to do one more thing before I log off of here. It's about to be a half hour. I'm out of here. But I got this Hogan, Hollywood Hogan. When I made my last video, I said that I was going to unbox this, and I never did. So here you go. I'm going to unbox it now. I know people are probably like, you crazy for opening these things. Listen, if I don't open them, I can't have fun with them. You know what I mean? I ain't taking it with me in the grave. And you know what? I don't care about the value of it, because at the end of the day, I want to have fun with it while I'm alive. You know what I mean? Like, why I'm going to wait till I die for my wife to reap the benefits of selling it, and then somebody else is going to enjoy it. I want to enjoy it. So this is from like the It almost looks like they made like a remake of like the He-Man stuff. Man, I dropped this bandana on the floor. Hold on. Ugh. So, look at that. When he was with NWO, this is dope. Look at the Hollywood belt. Man, the other day while I was at work, I ended up watching the Hogan match against The Rock, WrestleMania 18. Man, what a special match that was, man. I had goosebumps watching it. Here's the NWO belt. That's pretty cool. And then just watching it, just brought back some memories and stuff. I thought it was cool. Man, I dropped this bandana again. But he's got some other stuff in here. I don't even know what that is. Oh, are those other hands? It looks like it's another set of hands. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, so we got Hogan with the NWO belt. You know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to end up setting him up with my other Hogans that I got. I do have a video of when I showed off all my Hulk collection. You could check that out. But yeah, rest in peace to the Hulkster. And I'll be coming back on soon. Like I said, I was a little bit on hiatus because of everything going on. A lot of tragedy, a lot of death, man, and it just kind of takes you out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know that this is like part of my therapy over here, being able to share my stuff with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Take care, God bless, and be safe. And shout out to my man Warren D in the CLE. If you're not subscribed to him, check him out. Peace.